Hi, I'm Adam, the Fertility Advisor from Fertility Healthcare Consultancy of Malaysia, and I would like to welcome all of you to my channel. So today it's another question and answer video, and this time we'll do something a little bit different. So I would like to talk about miscarriage and abortions. So it's a little bit of a sad topic, but here is what we'll do. I'm going to answer two of the questions, one of which is about miscarriage, and the second one will be about abortions, and I'll teach you how can you get your body recovered from these two situations so that you'll be able to get a healthy pregnancy again during the next time. Now, I've got the first question from Miss Sue. She asked me, 3 months ago I had a miscarriage. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Miss Sue. She said that the baby survived until the 10th week. This was her first pregnancy, and even though that she had fully recovered from both physically and mentally, she still really wants to know what has caused this and what should she do next in order to avoid this kind of grief again. Oh, that's an excellent question. I must say that it has been a very worrying trend because across the world, 1 in 4 women had suffered miscarriage. Alright, this is a very scary statistic. So sometimes you see the reason why there is a cause for miscarriage prior to the 20th week of gestation. And by the way, let me get this terminology correct. So miscarriage meaning to say that the baby didn't survive after the 20th week or before that. So after 20th week, we call that stillbirth. Alright, so I hope you get this terminology clear. And yeah, often the reason why miscarriage happens is because of the lack of quality in the sperm and the egg. And yes, pretty much almost every time miscarriage happens because of the genetic defects in either of these gametes. And so the third reason why miscarriage actually happened is because of the lack in progesterone. So what is progesterone? So when a woman ovulates, okay, the entire egg wouldn't be out into the fallopian tube, right? So what happened is that there will be a shell, just like the real egg, and then the oocyte or the egg will be going into the fallopian tube. So what happened to the shell in this case? So the shell will become corpus luteum, that's the very fancy scientific name. But anyway, this will become the progesterone, and that will thicken the line of the uterus in order to help the baby to implant into the uterus. That's where it grows. And without sufficient progesterone or the lining of the uterus, what's going to happen is that the baby wouldn't stick to the wall, all right, and grow healthily, okay, in layman terms. Yes, as you can see, this is the reason why often people get miscarried. In this case, here's what I would strongly suggest you to do. If any one of you who had suffered a miscarriage before, I would strongly suggest you to prepare 6 months in advance before trying to get pregnant again. Why? Usually, as you might have found out from other internet sources, you only need 3 months to recover. But I want you to get your body fully recovered for 3 months and prepare for another pregnancy for another 3 months. So in total, that's 6 months, yeah? And here's what I would like you to do. So in order to do that, I will suggest men, okay, men, please help your wife by eating at least, or intaking, I should say, 8 milligrams of zinc every day, because that's going to help with your testosterone. And with the increase of testosterone, all right, in this way, so what's going to happen is that it's going to produce more sperm. Okay, the quantity is going to increase, and in turn, the quality will also increase. So in terms of quality, we will look at the shape of the sperm, the motility of the sperm, meaning to say how it swims. Alright, and yeah, secondly, I would like the ladies to get enough of coenzyme Q10, folic acid, that's very important for the development of the baby's spinal cord, and also vitamin A and vitamin E. Alright, so these 4 supplements. So the reason why I want you to take these 4 supplements is because the mitochondria of the egg cell, okay, it actually helps with the DNA replication. Okay, so DNA replication gets its energy source from the mitochondria of the oocyte. All right. So what happened is that if you can get all of these four supplements together, it's gonna help with this case. And finally, I will suggest you to get 30 minutes of exercise for 3 days in a week. All right, and if you can add inside a yoga session during the week, that would be fantastic. Yoga is a very healthy option in order to decrease your stress if you have suffered a miscarriage before. And these are the easy steps in which you can take in order to prepare for your next pregnancy. All right, and on the other hand, we have got a Miss Sim. Okay, that asked me, I was married recently and accidentally fell pregnant, but I'm not ready to be a mom yet. So I went for a surgical abortion. I knew that this procedure does a lot of damage to the body, and now I'm feeling very weird during every menstrual cycle. Are these due to the surgery? And what are the possible effects on the body after a surgical abortion? Okay. Usually a surgical abortion is done in 2 ways. The most common one would be suction aspiration, and the other one would be vacuum aspiration. However, whichever method that you use, the endocrine function in the body, which is one of the most important part to get you pregnant, the endocrine function of the body, it's going to decrease very rapidly after this particular surgery. And so without proper treatment, without properly getting the body recovered, it's going to lead to a lot of consequences like irregular menstrual cycle for a very long period of time, or even worse, you'll suffer a premature ovarian failure. Okay, so after the procedure, do monitor yourself for 1 to 2 weeks. So it might appear irregular in terms of your menstrual cycle because of the surgical healing, okay, whereby you wouldn't bleed too much during your period, okay. But if, let's say, during the next 1 or 2 weeks you still see that you have a lot of bleeding, not just in terms of your regular period, but after your surgical recovery, or if, let's say, you've suffered an abdominal pain, hot flushes, you need to see your doctor immediately. Do contact them. And in addition, I want you to track if you're still ovulating. So here's what I would like you to do. So every single morning for the next 1 to 2 cycles, track your basal body temperature. Okay, so wake up every morning, just put the thermometer into your mouth for 5 minutes, lay down, don't do anything, not even going to the toilet, not even just, waking up. Okay, so you can purchase any of these thermometers from majority of the pharmacies, and usually they will include a chart for you to track your ovulations, and most likely the pharmacist will teach you how to do it. Alright, so right after the surgery, of course, I suggest you to lie down for 1 or 2 days at least. And when you get out of the hospital, I urge you to get plenty of white meat from fish, chicken, or pork. Okay, so don't avoid eating meat. You need the protein. So besides that, you can also get plenty of protein from soy products or even eggs. Okay, and then of course I want you to get more vitamins that will help you with your recovery from fruits and vegetables. Make sure at least you eat 1 portion of vegetable in each meal, and and then also some fruits during the day. Okay, so on the other hand, there's 1 point worth noting is that after the surgery, never bathe or shower in cold water. Okay, not even just washing your hand. Don't wash your clothes in cold water. Why? Because right after the surgery, you are very vulnerable. Okay, and these cold waters can cause you joint inflammations or even some muscle pain. Okay. At the same time, ensure you maintain the best hygiene possible by changing your clothes daily and change these feminine products on a regular basis, so to avoid you getting infected. So these are the points which I hope you can follow, so that after an abortion, you'll be able to get your body recovered properly, and you'll be able to have a healthy baby the next time you want it to happen. So this will conclude our session for today. Do look out for our videos again next week. Next week there will be a case sharing. Please press the like button in order to support us. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news about fertility. Thank you.